Somebody can hear those noises. You know, hi everybody. You know, I'm starting to understand why my good Australian co-worker, who's a good boy, he's a good lad, he went, you know, I'm just gonna go home for a couple months where it's cooler. Is that your idea of an Australian accent, Admiral? Why you sound like you're going slowly in a cockney? I don't know. Give me a break, voice in my head. I'm tired. It's been a long week. Oh, I got so much to share. There we go. Let's go back. Oh, I should keep that window door open if I'm gonna get the AC in. I need a room AC. Hi everybody. Hopefully I don't look like I'm completely crispy, but it's summer out there. It's not. Holy shit! I didn't realize how much summer I just had. It hit me like a wet blanket outside. It's Is it 94 degrees out there? 30. Holy crap! No wonder I melted. Holy crap! Japanese Natsu is here. Nihon no Natsuru has begun. Did I say Nihon Natsuru? It's Nihon Natsu. Oh god, my pride. This was a week. So, I think I owe, before we get started to the fun, then I'm just gonna relax, but I just want to say 1,000 apologies for missing on Thursday, but crunch happened. I had something very important I needed to kind of work with and get done, and unfortunately it took well into Thursday evening to kind of get it. By the time I was done, I was like, by the time it was done, and I hadn't finished, mind you. I had just decided, like, this is as far as I'm gonna get. It was already 7 p.m. and I had worked until like 6, so I do apologize for that. I didn't want to stream. I also try to not do. I don't want to keep doing that to myself. It's not good for me. It's not good for anything. Thankfully, though, I think we reached a conclusion that did work out for everybody this morning. But it was like, I got there and we reached a conclusion. We verified, we tested, we fixed things. We said, okay, it is 11:35. I am going to close this laptop. I'm going to get lunch, and then I'm going to go home and play video games. And that was the last thing I set off on the company Slack, and then I am out of there. Granted, so I'm glad I was able to make my normal stream time. It wasn't all bad. Thursday was also, I actually gave, I was actually kind of proud of myself a little bit. I actually was asked to give a demonstration in Japanese. And so I had to sit there. I was like, well, as long as it doesn't have to be business Japanese, I can probably do it. And I was like, I sat there and I fumbled with my words. I probably said a few things wrong, but I ended up doing it. And I was so proud of myself. So it's good. Anyways, I am ready to be done. So first things first, I think I'm gonna do something here. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get to this anytime soon, so I'm gonna close that for now. I'll do that one later. Let's focus on the main story quest for now. Because this is what I want to do. This is what I come to play Final Fantasy XIV for. And boy, do I need a pick-me-up. I forgot how pretty this game looks. I forgot how good the graphic update. This area in particular is really nice. I like the colors, especially in the evening. Unable to execute action. Okay, what action was I trying to execute? Huh? Tell me, game. There's some gobos. Are they mobos? This is the moblins, right. This is mobos. Hi, mobos. Hi, Swissbox. Many warm-hearted welcomes to many fires. Swipastic wishes you a comfy feeling stay. Ah, thanks, Swiss. Swip? Appreciate it. Can I call you Swip? No. Oh. I don't have anything to talk about with it. We got so much, we got stuff to do. We also got, like, Aether currents we can do here, right? Yeah, we sure can. Like, there was some stuff up here I couldn't do. I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Turns out I'm gonna do this. Alright. So we're gonna slowly get into this. So, let me see. I'm trying to remember what we did last time. Ooh, the Widowmaker. I still have his bill. Ooh, time to die. Awesome. I got some nuts. Anyway. Oh, you know, this piano is just what I needed after a long day. Really. Just follow the beaten path, I guess. So let's see. Story, right. So last we checked, Thancred and our boys Thancred and Urianger are back, and they've chosen to back Moana. Rolana or Moana? It's not Moana. Kona. That's it. And he's the good boy. But there's two bad boys. One is a complete fascist, and the other is a complete colonializer / tyrant who would be dictator. So yeah, some unsavory types want the throne, as I guess to be kind of expected. God, look at this place. This is so pretty. I love that this is just like a walkable stream. This is really This is great. Southwest. Oh, right by Wooklamot, probably. There's our boys. The boy! Alphino, Alize, Kryl, Erenvel, and Wook. Hey, guys. Again and again, I'm struck by the majesty of the falls. It's difficult to comprehend the sheer volume of water this natural wonder produces. I'm gonna guess a lot. Oh, there's more falls. Alize, sorry, you look at me? My bad. I felt eyes on us several times as we made our way here. though they soon seem to lose interest. Are we being followed, or is it more like, Oh, I see. This is the river which feeds the waterfalls over Oakhammer. Yep, sure is. The bandit's lair said to be somewhere near here. I prefer we avoid seeking out trouble. Meanwhile, Wook's like, let's find trouble! I was joking, Wook. Well, where are these bandits? Apparently, they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little farther ahead, on the opposite bank of Miyazakabeka Zoma. Miyazakabek Zoma. Let's remain vigilant all the same. Right. So, like, we're gonna go talk to the Moblins. They were mentioning something about bandits kind of recently harassing people. By the way, sorry I'm sucking fluid like a fish, although that's kind of normal for me. It is just really hot. I'm just trying to hydrate and just cool myself down. I got the AC on as well, so I'll have a nice cozy apartment. Well, unfortunately, it's out there, so I don't know how much airflow will happen here. I could close everything, technically. But, that being said, the house is gonna... I can feel a little bit here. If I open this up a little bit more, it should probably be more visible. Unfortunately, I'm blocking Persona, but Congo's still there. Congo's still with me. And of course, I got Yamato ever by my side. And of course, who could forget the perfect woman, Musashi. Anyway. Swamp Monk. Oh, gathering time. Thinking time. I've been thinking about the chat box. I was trying to play around with... I was kind of trying to play around with, like, see if I could put an opacity window on it. All of the tutorials and stuff are like, well, you gotta have, like, some specialized plugin, but that plugin doesn't seem to work anymore. It's like, okay, well, maybe I can figure out something else. Like, I think the other thing with my game project that's been really beneficial is, like, oh, I've just realized where we're going. Can I go down? I can. I didn't realize we could swim down here. Now that's pretty. It's so pretty. But I don't think the Aether current would be down here. Southeast. I'd guess it's up here by the island. Southeast. Oh, southeast. Yeah. The island. Right there. This is really pretty. I forgot, you know what? I had forgotten we could swim. It's been a while since, like, I think the last time was Shadowbringers? There was some swimming in Shadowbringers, I think. It was mostly Stormblood. When you had to go down to talk to the turtle people, Poidal people. Alright. On the road again. Bibbidi-bidi. Dibbidi-bidi. Well, we're clearing map. I like that. Nothing like gaining level by doing nothing but just walking in a certain direction. Southwest. Alright. So, that way. Give or take. Okay. Let's get this section of map cleared first. Miyakabek Zoma. Miyakabek Zoma. Miyakabek Zoma. Alright, we've reached the, like, the mouth of the falls, I guess, would be one way to put it. God, that piano's doing some work. Southwest. I like the shark monk. He's kind of cool looking. It's like a bird shark. Good old classic marbles. Marble. Mortis. You think that's part of the reason why they called Mora is because, like, they're mortis? I don't know. Just a random thought, like everything that goes through my brain. I mean, besides the fact that, like, this week was rough. Like, today got particularly tense. Some frustrations were shared. I'll leave it at that. You know, despite it being particularly tense, I was like, felt like I got somewhere. I feel like I did learn a few things, new things. I also kind of thought to myself, like, no disrespect to any of my colleagues. I feel like part of it was, like, got overly complicated because there's too many people in the thing. Like, if I was gonna do this next time, it'd be like 2-3 people tops. We don't need this many engineers in one place. That being said, I'm glad we all worked together, and in the end, we got the goal done, right? That's all that I really give a shit about. It's like, well, we figured it out, right? Great. Tomorrow, I'll write it. No, not tomorrow. Not on Saturday. Like, I worked too much this week. I'm gonna take some time off. But come come on Monday, I'll just come in and write it up, and we'll talk about it if we have to. And that'll be that. I can't get over how pretty this place is at night. I feel like I'm back in Shadowbringers in some respect, because it feels like the night cycle here in Tural is longer. That could just be me. Or I could just caught it at the... I just logged in at the apex of evening or something. But I really can't get over how pretty it all looks at night. Like, I would live here if I could. But I imagine the estate, the property and the estate taxes would be, the prices would be through the roof. Plus, you know, then again, you could probably say discount. Like, well, I would sit here, but there's all these monsters in the way. Kind of want to have to deal with monsters all the time. That means additional expenses, you know, stuff like that. Iguanas. Ooh. We moved from toads to iguana. Same principle, though. He will use his tongue to snare you in. I hated the original FF1 frogs. I hated the frogs in general. Because, well... long story. My closest friends and my closest MMO colleagues know the story. I will not tell it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day is like a... if I get like a significant milestone, like let's say 100 subscribers or like something like that, I'll have like a just chatting or like a small session where I just talk about this stuff. Anyway. Ooh. Is that graffiti or is that actual design on the wall? It's kind of hard to tell. At first glance, it kind of looked like graffiti just because how random it looked, but no, it's not random. It's kind of similar patterns like molecules, but... it also looks broken. I guess this is a ruin. But to what end? Earthenshire. The only thing I'm good at. Hi, Aaronville. So this is Earthenshire. Earthenware, right? They make the finest pots the man has ever seen. This is it. The village where the lay of pots from Tulliola saga took place. Earthenshire. Ilshire. Might be similar. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. This shire appears to be custom built to resemble pots. The others are a repurposed town. Sure is, but they're both homes to people. And moblins. Hello. Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and her veteran? That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's elector. If you happen to know who that is, let me guess, it's you? You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Redidrog is the elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Redidrog would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. This storm that hit our village shattered cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many hellpans for Potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats of metal tests. I love the moblin speak. It's great. I'm sorry to hear that. After hearing what the storm did to the stairs, I feared what you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted for working the moblins. The wood comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The moblins provide these Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tural. Oh. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. This is the best they can offer. I should have never left Wachu Meki Meki. Hello. You see? The pot sworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the pot pact. Should all pot sworn leave, Earth and Shah will grind to halt. We have to do something, and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. Give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village. If it brings us closer to beginning the feat, all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. I mean, I'll help. That's what I've been doing all week. Plus, I get to make stuff, which is fun. I was hoping you'd say that. I actually wasn't sure if I could do this on my own. We'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take every help hand we get. Red Croc's truth swears that once the pot sworn have the perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist helping Rakorok. You other four, follow Redrock. There are other help hands in need of hand lending. Oh man, I'm trying to do my best to get into it in voices, but I'm brain fried. So I'll keep trying though. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no more feigning strength, no more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Yeah, learn under me. I'm a learning tree. Now, let's find this Rakorok fellow and see what we can do for him. Oh god, something in my throat. Throat. Hello, Rakorok. How you doing? Good pots. Those are some cool looking pots. A little suggestive, some might say, but still. Rakorok can meet his obligations with can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pack is broken and the pots are empty. There should go with cheap Skeletor voice for these guys. You've come to aid, Rakorok. Rakorok accepts your hand lending with joyous festivities. Feel smiles. If we can offer the pot sworn that promise good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. Is everything good? We good. We're good. We're stable. No configuration issues. Yay. Yay! Alright. Back to what we're doing. Whatever you need. 655. Okay, so now... Level up. So now we're getting to the territory where I might start having better stuff. Can I put these somewhere? Anything I'm good at. 655. Okay, it's a higher level weapon. Level 92. Sturdy chest with dark metallic filigree. This is just a valuable weapon. Ruthenium. I'll wait till I have the whole set, because I'm not that pressed just yet. I think it's a good thing. Good thing about 14 is that there's not real pressure. I missed one, apparently. It's weird. I don't remember using anything. Deathly quiet. There you go. There's the music. I didn't change anything. He's like, okay. The only thing I'm good at. Armor. Ruthenium chest gear. Push it. What Rakarok needs is new help hands to create good living for Potsworn Kahe. The help hand assigned to Kahe was hurt during the rock rain, so Rakarok took over. But he knows nothing of Kahe. What does Kahe want? What does Kahe need? Help hands do not bother the Potsworn with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare guests with guest think. Please, guest think with Rakarok. Find out what Kahe is lacking so we can provide it. You can count on us. This is where Kahe works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. You got it. Hello, Kahe. Sweet workshop. Oh, it's hot. That must be Kahe. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We may have to leave him be. Let's try our hand at some guest think. Inspect the workshop. You may move the camera, as well as zoom in and out, and point at air images. It's time for investigation. We're a veteran investigator at this point, thanks to our time with Hildebrand. Kae's self looks a bit... crafted material. An untouched meal. Okay. So now we just kind of go up and around. I'm guessing it's mostly around here. Seems okay with that. That's a nice, like, Doria, by the looks of it. He's barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot, or it loses its savor. Hot pot, yes. So it's like a sukiyaki of sorts. Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. Could just be hot. Hard to focus. I know that feeling with the Japanese summer. He's hot. He must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace. And there's no airflow to speak of. How can anyone work in that heat? Duh. He's trying, though. Those tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. Well, there you go. Do you have it work? Alright. After taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kae might want to improve on his working conditions. Let's head back inside and talk to Rakarok. Head back outside and talk to Rakarok. Not the only thing I'm good at. Psh, caw, psh, push it. Sorry. You made your observations. What did you guess think? First off, I noticed that Kae hasn't touched his food. An empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking. But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? But Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kae's tastes. I can help you with that. My brother Kona is also Hetsaro. That's right, that's how you say Hetsaro. My brother Kona is also Hetsaro. And while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kae probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down. By the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that are good no matter the temperature. Rakarok would never have thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all. But I don't think that was the only reason Kae couldn't concentrate. The Hetsaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kae seemed to be suffering in that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafty shard. That'd make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we could get one of those? You can gather them from the shoals of no return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Golden City. So we salvage them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Mercanduous? Okay. I go get rock. Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kashi's files and saws are fairly worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. Rakarok was so preoccupied with stocking materials. A mysterious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a help-hand's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The shoals of no return are past the crags, through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Alright, time to go help hand. With my busy task. Northwest. The Gloss-fired bank? Oh god, my eyes are hurting. Not hurting, but like, oh, hey guys. You're Mechanus, aren't you? What brings you out here? Hi, Connor. Convert tunnel. Ah, the issue with Gary from Potsworn. When they approached me with the same problem, I suggested they commission artisans from Charlian instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Boblins did not care for the idea. Surely it'd be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand that fixation on individual contracts. Well, I mean, there's flaws in your plan too, isn't there? Like, when something... I don't want to say it's slow, I mean, but... Wouldn't it take a little bit of time for anything to come from Charlene to here? Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands. We're tasked instead with tending the injured. We were on our way back from curing herbs for Uriel in fact. Settlements in Kozamaka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawn Servant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital, when I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. My apologies. I have much to consider. If you would excuse us. Good. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Mechanus. Have a good one, Dad Cred. Kona. I hope I'm saying his name right. I think it's Kona. Uh-oh. There's a tunnel! That looks like a hole in a rock. You spot the tunnel opening. Northwest. So I'm gonna go the opposite direction of the tunnel. Well, at least it'll be easy. I go that way after. I go southeast second, northwest first. Ooh. A Netzach? Kind of looks like a floral behemoth in a way. Interessante. That's kind of cool. Northwest. You guys are chill, right? I mean, if you attack me, we're gonna have words, but if you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. It kind of looks like Atma weapon at a side glance. Well, it's tucked right into the corner here, is it? You're tucked right up here, are you? 90 to the north. You're up there. I see. Okay. Well, at least I know. Alright. Let's get a mount out and start moving. Hi, Garuda. They do look like Atma. A floral version of Atma. Atma is one of my favorite monsters from Final Fantasy VI. My name is Atma. I am timeless and as ancient as the cosmos. Feeble creatures, perish. Clown. Okay, we got some wreckage. We got some wreckage. 661 in north. A fiery orange crystal. I'm gonna guess this is a fire crystal. This crystalline shard is faintly warm to the touch. It does not appear to be the wind crystal you seek. Alright, well that looks like a water crystal. Is this a wind crystal? Is this a wind crystal? It sure looks like a wind crystal. I would know, I'm an expert. This crystalline shard emanates a soothing whisper of wind. It seems you found the crystal Rakarok sent you to salvage. Hooray! Hooray! Wahey! Alright. I could just warp back. I'm not in any hurry, necessarily, but we'll mount, Ah, Midgard Solna. Miyakabegzolna. I wonder how many, like, people, like, who hadn't played video games before, like God of War or something, or, like, had read a lot about Norse mythology and stuff, started learning how to say these words like Reisvelgar and Midgard Solna and stuff like that from playing Final Fantasy XIV. I wonder. I'm gonna guess more than 0. It's not 0, I would think. There's the llama. Where did I get my llama? I want a llama. Is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels? The brisk breeze emanating from this wind crystal can be used as fuel cells or cool stuffy workshops. Here's a wind crystal. Could I just give him a wind crystal then? I don't know. Yes! Thank you for finding a drafty shard! Rakarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hitsaro. It's on its way even as we speak. Well, it sounds like we have everything in order. This is a nice new earring. I did pick that up at the dungeon, didn't I? Let's go in and see what Kai thinks of our efforts. I hate them. Get out. Game over. End credits. Main quest line over. Someone's crunching. Aw, there's a happy boy. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed the pot pact. I'm grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll reciprocate with a piece worthy of a potsworn. So I'm trying to figure out the culture here. So basically, I thought they were master masons, but at least that was my impression. But it seems more like we help train and mentor and find artisans from around the world and give them a home in the craft, rather than do the craft themselves. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volok Shunsan. The craftsmanship satisfies Earthenshire's reputation for quality and trust. Such luster! Such brilliance! Surely a gift fit for the Dawn Servant! I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting this at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill, after all. Yay! So yeah, like, I guess it's different. I thought the Moblins did most of the work, but it's more like, it seems like they're just the managers and assistants kind of thing, and then I think it's more like they're like the marketers or the publishers, right? It's like, you make the work, I will handle the duty of selling it, promoting your work, getting a buyer, getting the money. In exchange, we use that, and it comes back to you in form of food, board, whatever you need. I wonder if that's the impression I'm getting. I could be wrong. Forgive my interruption. La Mati. I'm told the Elector has deemed the crisis past. He's prepared to talk to us with their feet. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, second brothers. I drew inspiration from Kamaksuka's natural beauty, sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlie goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tololial, unfortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it here. I was raised along Hetsaro, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Toral's various peoples were eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hetsaro. I have few fond memories of nomadic life. Uh-oh. I'm guessing he didn't have as good... I think his mileage varied, I guess. We will learn more as the story unfolds. Ba ba da, the only thing I'm good at. Ba ba da, the only thing I'm good at. Baccarat is very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guessing. When it comes to help handing, knowing the potsworn really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on the journey. Oh, the other one came back. That's good. Tink, tink. Tink, tink, tink. I'm gonna have to probably crack this open once I get all of them gone. This is gonna bother me. What did I miss? Legs! The Elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over there after finding Franklin, Moody, and Jay. Also, I believe I ran into the Levier twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. But not Ehrenvale, or Kryl. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting. Even now, he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep it at a grade. Well, I mean, he likes you. You're his sister. Adopted sister. Plus, you're not a dick to him like his adopted brother. Although I don't know, I should probably take that back, because I honestly don't know how Zalul treats his brother. I know how he treats his sister, but how does he treat his brother, I wonder? Anything good at... Radarak thanks you for assisting Helpan Radarak. So she's an older woman, so... But maybe I could still give her the Skeletor voice, but more like a feminine tone. Radarak thanks you for assisting Helpan Radarak. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive. Oh wait, not arrive. So please be patient a little while longer. If they show up. What is the feat of pots? Smoke a fat one? I don't know. My throat feels so much better. Alright. It's the ultimate bake-off, right? We're gonna make a cheesecake or something. I'm happy to report we were able to convince one of the potsworn to stay. How did you fare? We helped another one out. About the same. Another one stayed and happily crafted along. So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Ah, there he is. The would-be dictator. Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and new post-war they will bring. Hail the mighty Zoralja! He cleared the mighty piles of rock fall as if they were pebble stones! The recipient son of the Dawn Servant! Yep, he's Galul's biological son. Zoralja is clearing fallen rocks. I'm surprised he'd volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, well. Oh, but cool. Well, well, we meet again! There he is, the man himself. Did the guy manage to catch up? I guess he did. Just in time for the feat to begin. I bet he was already here laying low while the rest of us did the work. Claimants, your attention please. As Redderock has explained, many of our podsworn have left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dried up, Earthenshire will suffer, Tulolial merchants will suffer. So Redderock sets you this feat. Each of you ought to find one clever hand goldsmith and bring back here to us. So we recruit new podsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pods. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Redderock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zoraljal's disqualification. The rules did say Galul did say you can have him do whatever the fuck you want. You just gotta give him a task. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Redderock declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. That's gonna be a challenge for one of them, at least. I'm curious what he's gonna do. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. You're going after Zalul? That's ballsy. I figured you would pick one of us. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. that evil iguana eye. I love how they just said, that nasty brute is up to something. He was within earshot, Alizé. I think we know. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant as we plot our course. What do you think, Woklamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy the feat? I do. I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tulolial to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. I would take it if I had the skill and could qualify. Meanwhile, Kona probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing this, you understand. It's just a statement of fact. You know, we do know one goldsmith. I suppose we could try asking Wachumeki around Wachumeki. That seems a logical place to start. Back to Tulolial it is. Does that mean we have to take the boat again? No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. Be tough. Come on, put on your big girl pants. You said I should share my burdens, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really sick on but guys, I'm glad I'm sitting down. Like, I never would have figured that out if she hadn't told us. No, you're joking. You're pulling my leg. No. Yeah, you're joshing me. Wuklamak, this is hardly news. Everett's like, fuck, duh. But it was brave of you to admit. There's the mom, just in case. Oh, what a good girl. She probably will head pat. Good girl. It was so brave. Who's a brave girl? Sorry, I don't mean to talk down on her like that. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current. We won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. Will? Are you sure? Aw, she's like, you promise? I'm positive. Mostly. I love how they went with the expression. They went a little harder with the expressions. No. I mean, we have the... Couldn't we just use... I mean, there's an aetherite right there. Couldn't we just... Never mind. Well, she seemed to have made it. I procured many unusual items for clients, but meeting the personalized needs of a podsworn is an experience I'd not care to repeat. Look, I'm at such terrible bouts of seasickness. I wish I had a spell for a potion that could cause her nausea. Did we mention the podsworn in our care required a constant stream of encouragement in all of the craft? The foremost must have chanted the same cheer dozens, if not hundreds of times. Aaronville was scored more than once for not cheering loud enough. Yeah, that sounds like Aaronville. What obstacle will Bakuldra throw at us next? Or will he try something more direct? Or is he going to try this at all? He might go for Zalul's target. I need a moment. I'll put it down river. Ikukatamu is too rough for me. The nausea's a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still not rather set foot on a boat if I could help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Oldbeard can help us recruit a podsworn. Well, I'm just thinking, like, didn't we meet a guy before he left? He's, like, literally, like, the perfect candidate, isn't he? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Am I the only one who sees this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Oh well, I got the nice music. That's a clarinet. Ba-na-na-na-na. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, Simp Magnet. That's the name of the day so far. Simp Magnet. Are you a Simp Magnet? Let me be the judge of that. Maybe. Want to make some weird noise? Nah, maybe later, Simp. Alright, you're the winner so far today. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to watch Meki Meki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropian. Actually, I have a favor to ask. Ropli. I think it's Ropli. So, what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Ropli, yeah. Fletching my artisans for the Moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making a request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only, I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? What if the Elzaman just started working here? That's what I was gonna say. You mean Forjante? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fonchante at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day. Probably enjoying a meal over at Zabal tea. I think I said Zabal tea? Then maybe we should go and talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. Two of us can handle this. Just take a rest of the cabins if you like. I haven't seen my cabin yet. I want to go rest in my cabin. I want to go in my cabin on the seaside paradise. Right. Let's go and see a man about the plot. The stickiest of the ickiest. No, wait, that's illegal. Look, no. No, put that down. I like that glamour, by the way. She kind of looks like a fancy sailor. Also, shout out to the row women. I'm sure imagining a lot. I imagine the Rodigan population has been getting hit pretty hard with the introduction of the big cat women. So, shout outs to my female rows, my femme rows. Oh, I should check my, oh, that robe takes me back to my Final Fantasy XI days. Such a great robe. Looks like whatever I had sold eventually. What's it called? Is it Justicore, right? It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure that's called the Justicore. Vermilion Cloak. No, the Justicore was the green one, I think. Yeah. Justicore was another great item. God, those are giving me flashbacks of the days when I was grinding out sea and sky for all that stuff so we could get crafting materials and just... Oh, boy. Wonton Jane. Hey, dude. Oh, Candace. You're here too. The third promised that she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? How about a spot with tea? I'm glad the air conditioning is working. I can feel the cool breeze at my feetsies. Feels so much better now. How you feeling, buddy? The last time we talked in this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul, until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. A new place of employment has been most welcoming. First time in a long time. I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So, what is it you wish to discuss? I want you to move! Well, it's hard to ask this right after you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. Ah, I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, is it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It is a feat for the right of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to Earthenshire. So that's the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wakumeki Meki, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It is a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Thomas. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Tulolio. Damn! That immigration officer was quick! Like, I'm working through my PR papers. I'm gonna submit them next month. That shit's gonna take a year and a half. These guys, a week. I have since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall it was my father's example that led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at the East End when the Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in such an instant. The man I loved and admired. I never wish to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I am indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tulorian that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. He's surprisingly chill. For Champagne. Thank you. I shall return to Master Oakley and inform him of my decision. Allow me. I am the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Now, is someone gonna fuck with us, or is someone gonna fuck? I think we're gonna target. They broadcasted that too much. Hey, Mr. Cat. Perhaps you remember me. Burukivu, owner of Zabik Tea? I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wukla Metzale from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown, too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but you could come by when you have a spare moment. Ah, much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Well, you can now gain access to role quests. I want to be a king soul. I want to be a universal king soul. I want the soul of the universal king. All hail. Bow down to the king. On your knees, dog. Brooke has an urgent job for a courageous soul. Mercanuous, I've been wondering when you've been be along. Not a moment too soon, either. I've got an urgent job that needs doing. And there's no one else I'd interest in. Yeah, great. Can I have some of those chips and the salsa? What's the salsa? How hot is it? You got some churrasco over there, too? I want to try the churrasco. That looks good. Of course, you'd be wanting to know the details. It's a long story, so why don't you grab a seat over there? I'll join you shortly. I want I want this. I want this. That looks like habanero. I love habanero. I want it. Can I have? I've been a good boy. I did really good work today. Please. Fine. 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 Have it your way. So be it. Am I missing something? Oh, I am missing something. I'm right on top of it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hello. Oh god, I just realized there's bandages. Now that we're all settled, allow me to introduce myself properly. I am FFXIV, proprietor of FFXIV. FFXIV? FFXIV. As you know, my establishment is open to anyone. People hailing from across Toral, sometimes farther, come here to whet their appetite and slate their thirst. Given how we turn no one away, it's inevitable that a few bad apples might mix into my motley patrons. And therein lies the rub. A particularly rotten bunch was here not too long ago. Try not to get into an English accent, because they're not English on this side of the salt. Sitting just over there, in fact. A conversation most foul. Maybe I should look into, learning some different dialects. Well, I know Japanese, but I meant, like a dialect to be able to pronounce things in a different accent better. Anyway, I thank you all for coming here, so far from your respective homes. Puppet. Damn it. The puppet did it. Now, are we dealing with Turalia? I feel like maybe? Because she's in astrologian gear, so maybe she's from, Ishgard. As this is the first time we've all gathered in one place, perhaps formal introductions are in order. I am. Welcome. What will you be having? Could we get a moment, please? We are in the middle of something very important. Now then, where was I? Oh yes. I'm Apyahi. If you're sitting here now, it's because I have personally invited you to the passage. Oh, she's from Tulal, okay. I am Apladi. If you're sitting here now, it is because I have personally invited you to the passage of the Unbound. My secretive, villainous order with ambitions to sow discord throughout the world. Oh my god, she's evil, but why hot? I love how she's just pronounced it. Everyone, thank you for coming to my Legion of Evil. Bridge night is Tuesday. On Friday, it's casual Fridays. Villains do not often call themselves that as such. Nor do secret orders have meetings in places where all eyes can see. She's definitely the tank. Pauldron, heavy gauntlet, chest. Yeah, she's right. What do you know? Your side remarks only ruin my carefully constructed atmosphere. If I had time to think about suitable slogan, you would understand that words are everything. I'm just gonna play it as I feel now. But I digress. I invited you all here for one reason. To throw the world into a mire of chaos, and then watch the nations crumble. What else would we call ourselves if not villainous? My only interest is to punish all who dare to mock and belittle me. So long as I can achieve that, you can call me whatever you like. The rich, the powerful, the mighty, all shall be crushed under the weight of my ire. When I saw haughty and I immediately shifted tone. All shall be crushed in the weight of my ire. This waitress is having a day. A grand design for a group of 6. Even if we manage to muster others to our side, there's a limit to what we can accomplish. I regret to say you're right. At present, we're bound and powerless. That is why, in order to raise our fists against our oppressors, we must find the strength to shatter our shackles. And in so doing, we shall become unbound. Like the birds soaring up above, we shall take flight and spread our wicked wings, staining the azure skies black. I think I get the tone they're going for with this group. And I'm in. But sometimes skies become treacherous with clouds, and even birds must rest. I love her confidence. She's like, she doesn't give a shit. She's good at improv. Like, who gives a shit, right? You speak of finding strength. Is that why we're here? To look for it? If so, I will pledge my aid. With newfound might at my beck and call, I shall win adoration known only by a hero. Your eagerness is heartening, and you're correct. The tools to make our goal reality lay in Tural. Across this continent can be found certain artifacts which possess untold power. Now you gotta have an evil laugh. What, does the puppet master not have anything to say? Did you say artifacts? Oh, of course it's the child. Did you say artifacts? I sense an adventurous hunt for instruments of devious deviltry ahead. She's the murderous one. She talks cutesy, but she'll literally kill you on sight. And she lets the puppet do it. Or she lets the puppet watch, either way. My imagination is overflowing with images of the new forms my trickery might take. I dare say the world's not ready. She's got Sparkle vibes, and I hate the shit out of Sparkle. Yes, well, to get to the heart of matter, the objects are held by the disparate tribes which make their homes in the Tural continent, where they have been passed down through generations as sacred treasures. Whatever story these people might have attached to these so-called treasures matters not. Each contain the essence of fearsome beasts called Tural Vidral, and with them in our possession, none shall be able to stand against us. I like her smirk. She's sassy. We shall take to the objects for ourselves, bring them across the sea, and use them to undermine nations far and wide. The means by which you must choose to do so, so I leave in your hands. I only ask you do not disappoint. I take it there are no questions. Then let the passage of the unbound open unto the world. We begin at once. Wait, don't we need like some catchphrase or like an evil laugh? I think we could do that on Wednesday's meeting. Now, who wrote down the minutes? Did anyone have the minutes? Wait. Madam? They didn't order a single thing. Except evil! I like the tone they're going for. Some brevity in our seriousness is always not too bad. And that's how it happened. That's the long and short of it. What do you think? I think they're a bunch of loonies, but anyway. They left villainous indeed. They left without ordering anything. They dined and they left. They just took a table for 6 people, just sat there, doing nothing. They might lack discretion, but they seem formidable nonetheless. We'll see. I didn't get that, but of course, we had a duty to report what we heard to the Landsguard. We did, but it didn't make a damn difference, because soon we learned those unwelcome guests had teeth. I imagine they could. They need to eat. Not long ago, one individual from a remote tribe came here seeking help recovering the stolen relic. Then another came with the same story. Then another, and another, so on. Uh-oh. By the time we realized the passage of the Unbound was a real threat, they had got one and all made their way across the sea with their ill-gotten gains. Oh no! Each tribe has sent one of their own to recover what is lost. But in strange lands, they're at a disadvantage, which is why I called the champion of Orza. Now, I know you have business in Tural, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place. But if you could take the time to hear Raul Murjun out, you'd be doing the service to many who could really use a helping hand. Hi, Raul! I love your coat. Is that a coat? Dress? What do you call that? It's cool! Alright, we must fight the League of Nations, the League of Evil! Raul Majun. Greetings. Allow me to thank you personally for lending your assistance in this matter. We've been quite desperate for someone suitable. Ah. Greetings, Ralmajun. At the risk of becoming a daily nuisance, I must ask, has there been any developments you might share? A nuisance? Why bears the thought? You come just in time, in fact. Nada, the vaunted Mercanuous has agreed to aid in the search. Ah, finally a fortunate turn. So long as our sacred treasures are in the wicked hands, our homes shall know no peace. To say nothing of the danger they pose to other nations. If these thieves really do intend to stir chaos all across the seas, you had better depart on the next ship. 5 ships later. But before you do, it might be proper to introduce you to those who have come to Tolorio in search of aid. Loazenique comes from a village far to the north. A single warrior cannot hope to withstand the power of her tribe's relic, so he requires a stout protector, someone that can be leaned on when times are darkest. The heirloom that Nifin must recover artifacts afflicts terrible maladies upon its victims. He seeks someone who commands great healing magic to counteract the effect. Bunny! The search for Shashepa's tribal treasure has been entrusted to a peerless hunter. She requires someone who can act as a frontline fighter who can distract her target while her bow takes aim. And lastly, there is Suhe, who knows little about her people's ancient artifact. Aside from that, it must not fall into the wrong hands. She seeks a mage of great power, but anything beyond that lies shrouded in mystery. Tank, healer, DPS, ranged or magic DPS? Aren't you forgetting someone, Rajodar? Your crisis is just as pressing, even if you won't say so yourself. I was getting to that. Rahulja sails from further south than even Mamuk. He's traveled many days and nights in search of someone who can strike down the prey from afar. It's the only way to escape the effect of his village treasure. Did I get that right? Indeed. I do not forget I do get so forgetful in my old age. Thank you, Rajun. 5 tribes, 5 stolen treasures. All are waiting for the aid of a brave soul. Hopefully that can be you, Mercanuous. But there's 6 of them. Is one just sitting there doing nothing? Of course, I'll share all I know on the matter. You need only ask. And no, I will not hold it against you should you choose to assist only those for whom your talents are best suited. So long as you do what you can, the people of Toral, and maybe even further, will be in your debt. Yeah, I don't have all of them leveled up, but could be useful. You've gained access to the role quest for Dawn Trail. A separate quest line is available for tank, melee, physical, ranged, magical range, and healer. Yep, okay. Speak with the people of Toral gathered in Zabalyav and assist them with recovering their stolen treasures. Well, you know who we can talk to at least. They're all, I really kind of want to help them all. Maybe eventually I'll get there. Banui! I love that coat, by the way. Anyway, Banui. You got one. Oh, I thought that was an old school spear because I didn't see the green on top of it. That's a cool ass spear. Suhe, Raulja. Suhe we ran into before. Hello. But our client will be the very lovely Loazenique. Loazenique. I think that's how you say it. It sounds like Mesoamerican. Loazenique. The troubled woman gazes into the horizon with a troubled expression. The narwhal beckons? The narwhal? Is that like a narwhal going on? Oh, hello. Judging by your attire, you must be the traveler from across the seas. Then I suppose Baruch Elu enlisted you to our aid. Hello. That's me. That you are guided here safely must be the work of the brave narwhal, who remains watchful even in this dire time. We are ever grateful for its vigilance. Narwhal. My name is Loazenique. I hail from the northern reaches of Zaktoral, where even our breath freezes when caught in the chilling winds. Our people revere Toral Vidal, the narwhal, whose essence rests in the cradle of the sleepless, our most sacred treasure. Through fathomless depths it swam without rest, protecting its home from any who would do it harm. Legends tell the narwhal would place the burden of its fatigue upon another, and thus was able to maintain its vigil night and day. So too can any who possess the cradle lull a person, willing or no, to a deep slumber, all while avoiding the need for sleep themselves. So it's like one of those fantasy pills that like lets you activate 100% of your brain or something like that. I wondered. Okay. Should I order? I feel like I want to eat something. Just because, one, I'm hungry. Two, I earned it. I earned this. I earned this. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to do this while it's still fresh in my mind and before it gets way too quiet. Yeah. That's enough. Check. 15 minutes. Leave a tip. I'm so glad I've paid off my credit card. It feels so good to get the finances under control. And then I can spend more money. And get further into debt. It's brilliant! I'm a genius! Endless debt until I die! Anyway. Okay, sorry about that. I'm done. My food will probably... My snack or my late dinner. It's very rare for me to have dinner, actually. I usually fast. At this point, it would be... But it's like, you know what? I've had a long day. I kind of just want to unwind. I want to enjoy my game for a little bit. So, here we go. Alright, so yes. Eternal Slumber. She can basically pass off the EP. It's the EP virus. Alright. Huh, that does sound dire. Needless to say, such power could cause untold harm in the wrong hands. This was the greatest warrior of our village, Tentowawa. Yes. Thus, the greatest warrior of our village, Tentowawa, tasked with crossing the ocean and returning that which is most sacred to us. I'd have joined him, but I fear that it would only be a burden, so I remained here, that I might find someone to lend his aid. Tentowawa has ever rushed bravely and blindly into the thick of things, leaving me behind to watch and worry. But if there's anything I can do to help, even a little, that I must. Brookevum has done well to lend you to me. I can tell you are just the man to temper this more reckless tendencies and keep him safe during his quest. As luck would have it, a letter from Tentowawa arrived certainly before you did. It seemed he discovered that the thief made their way to a place called Ishgard. While I don't doubt his prowess, even Tentowawa would be rendered helpless before the narwhal's lullaby. Please, could you help follow him to Ishgard and find him before he does anything rash? I don't want to say anything, but I feel misdirected. I thought I was helping her. Turns out I'm helping someone else. I won't let your treasure be misused. I will help. I'll help safeguard your treasure and your companion. Thank you, Merganius. I knew the narwhal would guide a brave protector to our side. Tentowawa sails to an unfamiliar place, but despite his hasty nature, he doubtless spent time gathering information about his new surroundings before planning his next step. If Ishgard has a place like this one, where people gather to drink and talk, he might go there first. Ask for a swordsman with blue hair and attire like mine. I'm sure it won't be long till you find him. Well, if you guys are from a frozen north, he'll be right at home with his clothes. I'm guessing you guys are built for winter, or colder weather. Real Hokkaido living. So should I do that first? I guess I should, in the sense that, like... I probably should do that first in the sense that, like, if I don't... What am I trying to say? I feel I should do that first because if it's like, if I remember Shadowbringers, there's multiple steps of the quest, and they only unlock after, like, odd levels. So we do this now, and we don't have to worry about it till like 95 again, or something like that. Or 97. Or it could be completely like 90, it could be even levels this time. We unlocked this, I think, technically at 92, right? So... Anyways, we're going to the pub. It's time to get back to the pub. And I can talk like this now because we're back over on the Ocean soil. The whole soil is Ocean soil. This is just the other side. Right, real about that. What was you? Okay, you need to stop this. This is getting out of hand. Oh God, I need to spit this out. I got a gob in my throat because of all this talking. All this yapping. Hi, Gilbron. It's been a while. If it isn't more continuous, what'll it be? Gin and tonic. But also, do you know a swordsman? A lad from the Western Continent? Well, I can't be going around gossiping about the comings and goings of my customers, now can I? That's a quick way to an empty tavern. But I suppose, since you're you, I can make exception just this once. A lad much like you described walked through my door not long ago. Was asking anyone whose ear he could bend about some stolen narwhals, some such he was after. Usually you buy someone a drink before interrogating them, but not him. Nobody knew what he was going on about. He was determined. Asked where else in Ishgard people might gather to flap their lips. So I told him ready to Drew Crozier. If you leave now, you'll reckon still be there. You'll know when you see him. Trust me. Thank you, Gilbron. Am I going the right way? Oh, you're the Sky Pirates. We talked. I saw them, but oh, you're the Sky Pirates. Oh, that's great. Have you been? You still being pirates? Good. God, that Sky Pirate gear. I still have like Sky Pirate armor, I think. Why did I think that was the Aetherite? I just jumped into the fountain. That's the Aetherite, stupid. Dummy. The Jude Crozier. Crozier, I think you say? It is dead here. There's a new marketplace in town. Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa. Every time I see that, I just sing that song now from Space Bear and the Grumps. They make your milk chocolatey! It's so stupid. I sing songs to myself all the time. I've been doing that since, what, like 5? Since I learned to do it. I just do dumb songs all day. If you heard the stupid shit that comes out of my face when I'm not streaming, oh boy. Hot-blooded youth. You certainly got the same attire. I like the design of it. It's really cool. But, oh, jeez. He said something. Bugger off! Bunch of useless. But the narwhal's home. You think manners keep people warm for how desperately these people cling to them. And here I'm trying to rid their city of a thief. Hi. You must be the hothead I heard about. Yes. Seems you know me. But I don't think I've ever seen you before. I remember. Hi, I'm Mercanuous. Your friend from across the sea told me to find you. Luanzanique sent you? Even across the oceans, she can sense when I'm in trouble. Well, I won't deny a helping hand, especially one with her blessing. I'm having no luck getting information from these people. Seems there are unwritten rules regarding favors, and no one's bothered to tell me. Things like called please and thank you. Who has time for that? There's a narwhal to save. Don't worry, I'm versed in Ishgarden culture. I know of the thieves traveled here, but that's where the trail runs cold. I thought it'd only be a matter of time till they used the cradle to commit some misdeed or another. It seems something is amiss within or without Ishgard's walls. I have only a description to go on, although it's availed me nothing so far. A woman of a race known in this land as Elizin. She has striking red hair, and color the eyes of her rust. A scar dominates her forehead, and a mole rests upon it. Wow, you took detail. She came to my village with such soft, kissable lips. I wanted to dance for her, dance under the moonlight, share with her a narwhal burger, and then we would make and then I should probably stop before I get too far. She came to my village posing as a scholar with an interest in the cradle. Although she gave us a name, I know it was just a lie, like everything else that spewed from her mouth. Her beautiful, kissable mouth. I mean, what? The bounty of meat, vegetables, and fruit she offered was worth its weight in gold to us. After the cold snap we suffered last year, we couldn't afford to turn her away. But looking back, I realize how brazen her deception is. Although she wore the robes of a scholar, she moved with the poise of a predator. I marked her a fearsome warrior the moment I laid eyes upon her, and that beautiful rust-colored gaze. You are getting thirsty, my boy. Maybe that's just me, though. I'm trying to figure out, are you just doing, like, is that the gladiator sword and shield set from Holly Tolly or from the arena raid? It looks like about that part, Pates. Of course, she would have been able to travel so far north of her own if she was unseasoned, so I thought nothing of it at the time. It was my first misstep of many. Never again. That's all I know. It's not much, but if you can see the smallest scrap of a clue in there, it'd be a damn sight better than what I currently have. Rust eyes, scar forehead. A skilled sword would be known among the knights in the congregation, I think. Knights, was it? I suppose that's what you call these deadly-looking fellows clad in steel. Yes, you may be onto something there, but where would we find one willing to speak? Well, I'd happen to know quite a few knights, especially scary good ones. At the barracks, near the tavern. I know the way. I'll meet you there. Also, I think I bungled this because it wouldn't be a knight. She's a healer, right? Did I pay attention the wrong way? Hello, fellow knight. I see you're also doing quests. Nightbull. Yeah, I guess in case anyone doesn't know, although if you watch the live letters and everything, Japan, it's not paladin, it's Nightbull. Knight, basically. I am a knight. A knight whose work is never done. Our Knight's Most Heavenly. Knight's Most Heavenly is by the Forgotten Knight, which is by the tavern. Hi, Firmabert. From Albert. From Albert? That's a great name. I said Firmabert. That's a great name, too. Alright. Hi, from Albert. How you doing? Staying warm? Why, Master Renari, what brings you to the congregation? I need to say something about person. This Passage of the Unbound is not a name I've heard before, but if one of their number brought an artifact of great power to Ishgard, we would be ill-advised to suffer their presence. We shall act with this information at once. If there is an aught that would threaten the peace, it is our duty to root it out. Consider the knights of the congregation at your disposal. Thank you for hearing us out, Turi. Now, does anything about the description we share ring a bell? An Ilzen woman with red hair and the eyes the color of rust. Is that Hilda? That can't be, right? Hey, you said she bore a scar on her forehead, yes? And a mole? No, could not be. I kissed her just an hour ago. What? You know who she is? You kissed her too? Gotta stop this. Ow! Okay, yes, I deserve that. Well, such information is usually only privy to those within our order. Pray understand my hesitation. What? Won't you listen to anything we told you? She's too dangerous to be left alone. This isn't the time for secrecy. I know I'm a stranger in your city, but I can't stand by when innocent lives might be at risk. If you can't trust Tentoa, then trust me. Sir Firmabert, you can place your trust in me, if not anything. You are right, of course. If the hero who entered the Dragon Song is not worthy of our trust, then who is? Very well. Master Tentoa, pray accept my apologies. Although you may be Ishgardian, you desire to keep its people safe is plain to see. We shall place our trust in you as Master Runari has. I'm glad we can see eye to eye. Now then, what do you know of this thief? Your description called back some old memories. Memories of a knight named Leofin. Merely recalling her story makes me ill at ease, for the mark she left upon our honorable order was pitch black as pitch. None know of her whereabouts since she was expelled from the congregation. I had thought living with the shame of her deeds would be punishment enough, but if she now consorts with villains that threaten the very foundation of order, then 'tis clear we can suffer her freedom no longer. I shall inform my superiors of this development, and suggest the congregation does all in its power to track down Leofin and place her in custody. If we all learn the value, I promise to share it with you at once. Really? That's more than we could have asked. I suppose we ought to consider what to do in the meantime. Can you join me over there, Mechanicus? Thank you, Sir Firmerbert. That was very nice of you. Thank you. He's... Bah. Told you. There's oh gee, I wonder if where all the tanks will congregate. Bah. So we have a name, Leofine, a former knight of Ishgard. That means she knows how to hide herself in the city well. Grasping about the straws won't get us anywhere. Our own unfamiliarity does little to help our chances. We may have no choice but to wait until the knights discover a lead. Nevertheless, I intend to spend every waking moment learning more about the city and its work. Excuse me. As for you, I only ask you to be ready to move at the moment's notice. Until then, be well. Oh, there's more? Jeez, I didn't think we were gonna do this. Tantoawa is eyeing each passing Ishgardian with his curiosity. There you are, Mechanicus. I've been walking Ishgard streets whenever I've been able. You know, in the 2 seconds you were gone. And I've been searching for any sleeping people. You see, the land I'm from isn't much warmer than this, and people know not to tempt fate by dozing off in open air. Even those blind with drink manage to find their way home somehow. I figured the only force powerful enough to overcome that instinct for self-preservation would be the cradle. So if you find us asleep or exposed to the elements, we very well know Leofite nearby. I can't imagine she brought it all this way just to remain idle. It's a tedious prospect. But if we need to scour every back alley and shadowed walkway before anyone catches something much worse than the cold. Okay. Sound logic. Master Runari! Master Tentoa, I bring good tidings. The Temple Knights wasted no time in distributing handbills across Ishgard containing Leofite's description. These efforts have already borne fruit. We but recently received a report of someone matching her features being sighted. Really? Where? She was sighted near Camp Dragonhead by a patrolling sentry. He described a woman with red hair and a distinct scar on her forehead. The outpost can be reached by passing through the Gates of Judgment heading east. Once there, speak with Sir Eugenix for full report. Eugenio. I knew she'd show herself. Let us hurry, Mechanicus. The Gates of Judgment. Camp Overlook? Camp Dragonhead. Thank you, sir. Arigato gozaimasu. Filibert-san. Gee, I wonder where all the knights are, all the tanks are congregating. Spooky! Camp Dragonhead. I like this song. A Night in the Brune. Very gentle, very peaceful. I like these more gentle songs. Camp Dragonhead. Da da da. Camp Dragonhead's the old area. Yeah, Corthus. We've been man. It's been a hot minute. Good old Camp Dragonhead. Dragonhead. I don't know why I said it that way, but whatever. Camp Dragonhead. Eugenio. I was informed you were on the way. This is concerning the report by one of our sentries, yes? He saw a woman matching the description of the handbill sent by the congregation. She was heading south along the footpath, but that's all we know. Beep beep. Hello? Yes, this is Eugenio. What? Hold fast. I shall send aid at once. What happened? A shipment of supplies was waylaid by monstrous beasts. A contingent of Temple Knights should have been protecting it, but something's amiss. They need our help. We should be in your debt. We would be in your debt. The shipment was attacked on the road west of the observatorium. I shall muster more knights. Please, go find my men before any lives are lost. Okay. A little bit more my liking. Whee! My magical hot flying behemoth. Man, I can zoom here thanks to all the quests I've done in the area. Oh, that old cabin was really in. Bam 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 bam. That sucker running down the footpath. Well, I got a flying behemoth. Hi, Tentoawa. 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 They should be close, right? I'll search the other side of the river. Mercanius, you search further down the road. Keep your weapon at the ready. Okay. Defeat the ravenous silver wolves. Guys, I could call me crazy. I think we're gonna run into some wolves. Call me crazy. Call it a hunch. I think we're gonna run into some wolves. Oh, I heard something. Oh, we got some injured. House Fortomp. Hey, you leave my peeps alone. House Fortomp was very kind to me. Oh, now it's a party. Dual knights, aiding the weak and the defenseless. That was kind of cool. It's always nice to help other people while we're doing this. It's cool when you can do it, kind of share the journey. You saved us. We were almost... Well, don't thank me yet. Those crocs look hungry. Blasted. You won't be feasting today. Not a moment too soon. Oh, it's one of the... It's the crystal sword thing. The wild eye watches eternal, and eternal is the sweep it bestows. Okay. He seems... Are they dead or just sleeping? We were too late. Seems we're a bit too late, unfortunately. No, they're not. Just look, they're asleep. It's all. Oh. Well. Good. Good. Our trusty chocobos became unsure on their feet, and the wagon toppled to the side of the road. There was nothing for it but to fix the damage on the spot. Temple Knights went to secure the area, but before I knew it, each and every one of them got fallen asleep where they're standing. Then the beast attacks. It was just me before those snarling fangs. Ah, so they got hit with a sleeping spell, you say? Hey, wake up, buddy. Time to wake up. Sleep here any longer and the cold will have you. Bonk. He's tough. I'm just imagining he's like... What? What happened? 5-hit combo. You'll catch your death if you sleep out here. We tried to sleep, but we were patrolling. Must be mistaken. Temple Knight would never shirk his dirty so. Are you calling me a liar? I saw you fall over on your ass with my own eyes. If not for Sir Eugenic's quick response and the bravery of these warriors, we'd all be food for the vultures by now. Congregation will hear of this dereliction of duty, you can be sure. Now, hold on just a moment. They aren't the ones to blame. A sacred relic of my people was stolen. Ah, now isn't the time. Sorry. Forget I said anything. Whatever Disney's overtook the Chocobo seems to have passed, so I'll resume my journey once the carriage is repaired. Assuming my guards are quite refreshed, I believe we can make it on our own. Please return to Camp Dragonhead and warm yourselves. Thank you. It's no coincidence the giant birds and the two guards took leave of their senses around the same time. This is the work of the Cradle. Okay. But even if Leofan is here, she's no longer. Let's return to the city and consider our next steps. Okay. At least we've saved them. Look, yeah, you don't be too hard on them. It's not their fault. Like, I don't want them to get scolded. It's like, well, you should have not been such a sleepy boy. It's like, well, what was I supposed to do? I was made to sleep. It's like, literally, I had no choice in the matter. Are you sure you didn't have a choice? You could have just not slept. Dude, it's literally a magic spell. Imagine if someone said, sleep or I shoot you. Are you gonna say no? Are you gonna say you had a choice? Yes. And I decided to get shot. You're crazy. Got it. Oh, you're crazy. That's right. I forgot. I'm employed by a crazy person. Right. Alright. A night in the Brood. Saint Valerian's Forum. Of untarnished oath. Oh god, I wish my BG paladin was like that. He tarnished his oath a few times. You know what, let me check something real quick, because it keeps saying that I'm done. That's good. Are we done? I swear to god, if I go into another duty and says, well, you changed the equipment, so clearly we have to destroy the entire adventure plate. Like, god dang it. We received the report of the incident near Chap Dragonhead. 2 of our own, sleeping on duty. By the fury. Had you reached them even a moment sooner, the day would have been much darker. Although it pains me to say it, those 2 shall be punished as befits the magnitude of their negligence. If I may, I don't believe the blame rests entirely on their shoulders. The cradle of the sleepless was used against them, I'm certain. Ah, yes, you said it possessed the power to lull others into a deep sleep. I would admit that would explain these exceptional circumstances. Regardless, they were still bested by their enemy, and their charge was almost killed as a result. Punishment is the only recourse. I see. A harsh stance, maybe, but I can respect that you don't treat your duty lightly. Well, if you learn of anything else of Leofine's plots, please let us know at once. Although we didn't find her, I'm glad we were able to save those soldiers. Thank you for coming to us. Nay, 'tis the Temple Knights who owe you thanks. We shall continue our search, and rest assured you shall be the first to know of any developments. Mercenius, there's more I would tell you about the cradle. Things I should have told you sooner. Join me over there, and I'll do my best to fix that mistake. Cultural exchange! He's learning about the other side of the world. Now you've seen with your own eyes that what I've only been able to describe. The Narwhal's lullaby can put even hardened warriors into restful slumber. That may as well be defenseless as a newborn babe, like my food. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, God. Well, I would have been here earlier. I would have been back a little earlier. But as I put back my taco, it comes with chips from the place I order at. And unfortunately, the bag was a little lopsided on the bottom. I didn't pay attention to that. So, unfortunately, I lost my chips. Paprika and spice everywhere. So I had to go clean it up and then vacuum. So, sorry, it took me a minute. I would have gotten here a little bit sooner. Maybe, since I have stuff in my craw, I should try to like get here so I can do this. And I had sour cream for the chips too, because I like dipping. I'm a bit of a dipper when it comes to my chips. I'm pro dip. And unfortunately, it's like, well, that's out the window. I can still probably use the sour cream on my tacos. That's fine. It's just not the same. Anyway, okay. That's all set up. Let's just leave that alone for a minute. Now, where were we? Right. They may as well been as defenseless as a newborn babe. But even with such power, my people have never used it to attack our enemies. Its sole purpose has always been to keep a single person awake. An eternal guardian who would never sleep, never rest. The wide-eye. Me. You volunteered to never sleep? No wonder you're a bit temperamental. You need your sleep, my man. For 10 years I have been awake, training day and night to gain the strength I have now. The strength to shield my people. Very admirable, but still crazy. Of course, another must receive the weakness I cast aside. The Shut-Eye. You've met her, in fact. Loanzanique. I've been awake for these 10 years. She spent the better part of her days in a deep slumber. Her brief periods of wakefulness are spent exercising and eating so her body doesn't waste away. And so we've barely spoken, despite how much I depend on her. When we were young, we'd spend our days exploring the mountain paths, but that time has long passed. Telling you all this now, I realize how very little of my life has been dedicated to my own pursuits. Loanzanique and I both have devoted ourselves entirely to the protection of our village. It's noble, but it's such a sacrifice. I kind of want to ask him about Loanzanique a little bit more. Don't you miss Loanzanique? I do. I've seen her only when I have to use the cradle. And even then she is sleeping. I barely remember what her smile looks like. A life unencumbered by sleep might seem like a life of freedom, but if those you care for are there to share it with you, it can feel like a prison. I imagine that. That's what I was thinking. But we don't have the luxury to dwell on regrets. I see now that although my people never use the cradle for ill, wicked hearts can twist anything towards evil, and that's something I cannot tolerate. The very thought that this might happen again makes the bile churn in my gullet. Let's bring Neophyte's schemes to an end. This took a really bizarre twist. Okay, this will happen 94. Oh, we're almost there. Alright. Let me take a quick minute to just eat my food before it gets cold and gross. Thank you guys for putting up with it. And to anyone's watching or anything, I do appreciate it. No, this isn't lost on me. I'm doing this for my own fun, that's the thing I've been trying to focus on. Now that I'm a bit older and a bit wiser. It's just, you know what? Do it for you first. Because, not to sound like think only yourself. No, of course not. I'm more like, if you can do something, remember that you should do it for yourself first and foremost. It's not like a message of like, be selfish or like never do anything for others. I help a lot of people. I'm a very generous person, I think. But you got to do things. If you're going to do something, also remember to do things for yourself. I think while there is a bit of loneliness to my current lifestyle, there's also a freedom to it. And I don't want to be naive or lose that side of that in some ways. I want to be able to pursue things. And when it comes to like things like, to keep doing what I want to do and keep finding things that I'm interested in, eventually along the way I will find friends and maybe even someone, who wants to go on that adventure with me more full time, I like to think it's possible. Sorry, I'm scarfing this down as quickly as I can because I don't want this to be a mukbang or anything like that. I do miss tacos. Definitely when I go home in April. I mean, in April. You mean like a couple months ago? Exactly. I'm gonna time travel, and then I'm gonna go and get some tacos. My mom. Now I'm gonna go home in August. It's like, what do you want? Like, I want tacos. I miss tacos. I miss tacos so much I could probably eat 10 or 12 of them. I usually go like 6. I would usually be like a 6er or something like that. Alright. I'll set those aside so I can snack. But let's keep going. Okay, so we finished. We wrapped that up a lot. Put a bow on that. Let's go back to Tulliola and catch up with Wook. She's probably like, where the hen has he been? Where have you been? Nah, she wouldn't be like that. Wook's not good. Wook's good people. I could just also be like, I did it to teach you a lesson about self-reliance. Oh, I see. You're so clever. Yes, clever is the word. And not completely abandoning you to do my own thing. God, that bike is ridiculous. Okay, I can get all the way over there from here? That's cool. It seems I missed a couple of spots. Well, we'll go back and fix that later. Here we go. Let me get a napkin. Rasteropli, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but, Forjante has agreed to sign the Park Pact, yes? While it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, to have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor for Wakumeki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know any talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you'll send them my way. It could be even yourself if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here is brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops that be my first home in Tololio. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job here at Wakumeki. I expect you'll leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Is he gonna get kidnapped here? Kidnapping starts here? what has become of Valjean? Were you able to find him? He did, and he's agreed to become a pot swan. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We shall meet you anon. Not gonna mean soon, right? I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Valjean's putting his faith in me. I won't let him down. That a girl. You may now unlock deliveries for Wachi Meki Meki. Oh, crafting deliveries, right? Yeah, I need to be a level 90 dot or dull. Wook Lamont needs to pay a visit to the palace. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. No, you can pass the time however you like. I suggest you head back to the taverns. After all, leaving heroes need the rest. We have a big journey ahead of us. Oh, there's a friend. Might as well say hi. Alright. 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 Well, I'm glad the global things work. I still have to figure out how to get StreamerBot to work and balance out the StreamerBot stuff, but at least it's working now. It wasn't working at all before, so like I'll take it over working over not working. Working maybe a little too well and maybe a little too stupidly, but it's working over not working. Time to go to my beach house property. This is mine now, and I won't share it. It's mine. He's mine. Alright, time to go relax in the cabin. Welcome back, sir. You have the Guard messenger most anxiously waiting your return. Uh-oh. Mercanios of the Third Palace Entourage. I've been all over the city looking for me. A dawn service summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sunperch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You don't have to mention any of this to Wook Lamont. Uh-oh. But I wanted to sit in the cabin. Which one's mine, by the way? I'm gonna say it's the one at the end. Alright, before I go too deep, alright, let's see what Papa, what his father wants to say to me, I wonder. Off to Sunperch then, I suppose. Volok Susan. Volok Shunsa. Here we go. Sorry. I got turned around. My bad. God, this is a big place. Tolorial. Evening. Oh, the sexy saxophone. Give it to me straight. Ah, the sevens. Oh, I better, hold on. Before I do this, I better clean up after myself real quick. Sorry. Enjoy the sexy saxophone. Okay. Okay, I should turn this. No, I'll keep going for a little bit. We'll turn on the light. Alrighty. I went through like 50 different renditions of that, but anyway. Alright. The dawn service awaits you, Finn. While I was not informed of the reason, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Maybe I should have put on my actual new gear. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Hello.
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
Oh my. I'm going to beat you up. No, you're not. Oh, he's walking right up to me. I'm just like, okay.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The Lance Wielder, Stinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided.
I just remember. He brings up something I just realized. We haven't seen a Stinian since. Where's he been going?
Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland.
Stop. Maybe a little.
Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Duh. Why don't we find out? How about we, find out for ourselves?
A spirited answer. Why not indeed?
God, that smirk on me.
The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies.
You're gonna come at me like you're gonna kill me, huh? Alright.
Ready your arms and show me the truth of the tales.
Sure. You wanna go? We'll go. Defeat the Dawn Servant. Okay. I'm like, okay. Let me eat some food. Let's do this one. Some honey dragon fruit, please. I don't think I need Iron Well, but I'll just put it on just the same. Alright, here we go, Galul.
Give it your all! I want to fight to remember!
You got it! Fancy blade work. Okay. That's pretty fancy blade work.
Let's test the waters.
Dual blows. Yeah, figured.
They didn't even blink.
Nope, pretty good at that. Sealed strike. Oh, I see. Okay. At least it doesn't put like bone stacks or anything on you. This is kind of a fair contest.
Have you ever fought a viper?
No.
Ha! Let's see how you handle this.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm trying to learn that one a little bit.
The spearman did not lie. Very well then.
Probably, maybe not bad, but
Resolve a recent kingdom.
what?
All right. Did you think you had my measure?
Maybe.
Take this!
I gotta remember like an order of sorts. I think I gotta remember an order of sorts.
Still holding up?
Brawl Ender. Right, okay. That made sense.
We're far from finished.
Doubling. Hey, that's not fair. You brought ads. One. Oh, I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. I gotta really actually. I'm trying. I'm not trying to throw.
No more holding back.
You were holding back?
Stay alert.
Fancy blade work. I think I got the hang of it now that I've seen his pattern a little bit. Okay, this one I did not get. I think it's just to the side. Now he's throwing everything at me.
You fight well indeed.
Thank you. Okay, I need to remember where these are going. Where? Okay, this is safe. Okay, this is interesting. So he's gonna push me to the wall, but I'm not burned. 1 and 2. Got it. Yeah, okay. I think I got it. I think I got the pattern. Still means I shouldn't, like, throw it. For example, he's about to hit me with some fancy blade work. Does Gordon Blade overwrite Scorn and vice versa now? Did it do that? Did that change anything I wasn't aware of? Okay, this is the only one I don't really have a read on. Man, I'm glad I have so many move options now as a paladin. In 11, you just sit there and eat it. That's how I learned Oh, I use Guardian. That's fine. I should be using Guardian. It lasts for 30 seconds, so I could really test its shielding. He's fast. He knows Flash Step. I'm also glad I get to get like the main thing.
Really are formidable.
I know, right? It's almost like I saved the world once. I think we got it. I think we're in comfortable lead now. But let's not screw it up. You could easily do one last thing at like 25% or something. Okay, we got a lot of ghouls. That's a lot of ghoul charges. That's a lot of ghouls.
Now we'll see what you're truly made of.
Oh god, he just hitting me with everything now. I missed one. Ah, that was the wrong one. I did it though. I think. Ah! Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted. Oh god, I was trying to zoom in. That was the wrong time. Come on, dude.
That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
Yay! Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave. Ah, thanks, Dave. You good? We good?
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it.
Shucks.
Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected
Charge complete.
you to give me so much trouble.
Thanks, I said, Sean. Yeah, you weren't even at full power, huh?
Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
I'm a force. Phew. And I just crumble, like my arm falls off. Oh, probably fix that. Look at him, he's massive. Of course, take a lot out of me. Anyway, we died it. We died it, boat.
Now, a confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here.
Okay, I'm listening.
I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter.
You just meant like work with her, right? Huh.
In some respects, she is much like me. Hot-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your adamant defense could shield Lamati from those who would do her harm.
That's kind of the idea, right?
Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father.
Sure.
Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamati?
My impression? Well, I think she was dealing with a large amount of imposter syndrome, a lot of bluster, but she's got one thing that the others don't have, and that's social skills. That's been my intake from her from the beginning. So what am I going to get to say?
Whether it be as their promise or just a companion on the road, speak your mind.
Okay. Well, what am I going to get to pick? She's young, but she has potential. Yeah, I think she could do this. She's young. but she's got the potential. There's something in her that the others lack.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lama T thinks she understands our many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized.
You have a fascist and a colonizer? Yeah, sure did.
As potential rulers, all 4 claimants are lacking.
Yeah, there's not like a perfect candidate, but there never was going to be, was there?
This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne.
So you could still just turn around and be like, nope?
As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion.
Excuse me, I ate that way too fast and my stomach's making me pay for it. I was so burnt out by work, I even forgot to like get some workouts in. So maybe tomorrow before long stream Saturday, I will get off my butt and drag myself to the gym, give myself a good workout to like burn off some stress. But I get where he's coming from.
With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow.
Okay.
I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and being loved in turn. Guide Lama T as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it.
Uh-oh. Hi, Wok.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You
Papa.
were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
Is he about to go like, I would do that, sweetheart. Love it to you. Nah, that's not Bubbles' style.
I see there is no point in denying it.
Yeah, he's a good dad, but he tries.
You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries.
Just some slight burns and cuts.
You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of
Wow.
my entourage.
Damn. Damn. She got words for a day. Still, I mean, I guess he's hoping he can see something. They're all lacking something. I mean, I agree with him in that, but
Watch over her, champion.
I don't think you were gonna find a perfect candidate to begin with, Galul, but we'll see. Bye-bye. I bet our goldsmith's been kidnapped by now.
Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galloff's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
I just realized the mask kind of reminds me of Nazca. Can't remember the name. It's been such a long time since I read Nazca. You know what? I should just probably read Nazca later. That's a cool robe. Anyway. If you had this way, Papa would keep dueling till the day he dies. Even now, we only know 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after the bouts. Soralja, your land-speeding friend Estinian, and yourself. Wow, such an honor. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. Curious though, did Papa want something else of you? Just a small favor, nothing more. Well, if that's all it was. Well, if that's all it was, then no one tell her. When do I get my gloves? There we go. If I get this, I'll probably end it with that. I still haven't had one bite of Namiko's food thanks to Papa's nonsense. I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at Forad Cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? But when are we gonna get to the kidnapping? Like, it's coming, right? I'm not the only one who's seen that, right? It's coming. Oh, there's a kidnapping a coming. So we're going back to the hotel, right? Yep, sure am. Do I finally get to go in my cabin, or is there something else that's gonna happen? Can I sleep in my cabin, or you wait your companions and continue with the rite of succession? Nah, I decided to just stay in here because it looks cool. That guy looks like he's just got back from his golf game. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Can I go to the cabin now? Voice acted or not voice acted? Probably not voice acted if I had to guess. Oh, he's not kidnapped. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go. I left Eorzea prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took a rather long time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Forjantin. Forjantin. Shall we depart for Earthenshire, then? A word before you go. Uh-oh. Now what? Who's this? Oh, it's him! Wookie-woo. What are you doing here? Ah, I spend my days concerning correcting matters, and here I am perpetuating the grave offense by delaying the third promise's departure. Please, take up your axe and rend my flesh unto taco meat. I will do no such thing. Okay. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Oh, alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? That's... I think Alize is the right... What was that all about? I come to the city to receive supplies when I ordered your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the city of gold, if I'm not mistaken. Who told you? That's right. It's the final step to the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, the legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Toral for 1,000 years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it's more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every tale, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. Spooky! The lesson to be learned from this, the promise, is that you seek the legend that is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wookiee. Alright, can I go now? I don't want to risk a kidnapping. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition had ended in tragedy, then how did the Dawn Servant find this city to return without incident? It seems the legend originated with the Yokwi. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time. But first, let's see Forjantin safely to the Marblin's care. Kidnapping. Kidnapping. In 3, a 2, a 1. We've moved instances. We're back in Kozamuka. Kidnapping? Meanwhile, in Kozamuka. In Kozamauka. Uh-oh. I don't like the music. Oh, well, he found an artisan.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilian sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Hi, Surreal. What's up?
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Ego? I mean, he's pretty arrogant. Ah! Here we go.
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head.
Is that a
The
slur?
Donserad may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth.
I mean, he did get that golden alpaca. I mean, I won't say this guy's incapable.
Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Oh, damn. They're confident.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me!
Damn!
But he's just a runt.
Yeah, they're like, did we back the wrong guy?
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
Oh, damn! Now gotta admit, that's a pretty badass demeanor. I can kill you whenever I want.
Your part in this is far from over.
Why do I get the feeling Zeril Joe's gonna suggest another target to this asshole? Yeah, she's smart. It's like, I'm getting out of here. I'm guessing Zeril Joe is gonna say, hey, you know, there is another person you could kidnap. Never mind, we did it. Never mind, we're good. We're back, and we've brought us a willing potsworn. This is for Janteni, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Estine's Aesthetics in Ulda. Wonderful, impressive. You are the first to return, third promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, we welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Hellpan will show you to the work pot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawn Servant. Thank you, Forchantani. I will be sure not to disappoint you. Alright, well thank you, Elvin. Elvin Nad. I'm sure what... You have reachment of the requirements of the Feat of Pots. Vedarak presents your keystone with joy, smiles, and well-wishing. Have this rock. It's... Ooh, it's blue raspberry flavored. Beep. We did it. 3 down. 3 gems down. That makes 3. Ah, Kwana. Did you make it? Kona. And of course, Zorel. More parts sworn candidates. Come, tell Redarak of your tales. Oh, he's found himself a nice hero man. We got ourselves a Banui. Another feat accomplished. Another keystone acquired. Oh, ho, ho! You're doing well. I expected nothing less of Zoralja's esteemed disciplines. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, Second Promise. You must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you cherish and arm Toral with weapons of Magideck design. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest to me. I wish only to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tuloriel is known for its advanced technology, just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Shardian. That may well be true, but how long will it take for Tuloriel to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With the collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very. Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Shardian whole. Wow, he's got balls. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting, until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. That's one of his favorite words, loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Redarak is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tuloriel, there were no pot packs for the pot swarm. It was normal to grab snatch artisans, force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Galulja arrived. The families of the grab snatch pleaded with him, so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a war-make people. We feared death hadn't come for us, but Galuljaja just wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The work of craft in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly rising sun. Have you not seen this to be true? Reasoning with them. And so began the custom of good giving, good living. Happy potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Gulu Jaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of potpocks. Yes, reason and clever think changed Mobby's way of life. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. He would rather look ahead to the future and the next feat. How convenient. What's with that smile? Like, everyone just likes to dump on Wook. Don't underestimate her. We should be getting on as well. But Cool Jaja never did come back, did he? I wonder what happened. Do you have a moment, Third Promise? Rakorak would repay you for helping with Kahe. He brings a tale of the Golden City. What? Really? I'd love to hear it. Mm-hmm. The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. Young, the old, and everyone in between, they live in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now there's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rakarok. Where did you hear that particular tale? From our longtime Yokkui friends. They live up in the mountains in Urkopacha. The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. The feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. There was much rejoicing. The only thing I'm good at. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, the village is featured prominently in the saga, not to be ignored. The Urkopacha Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If you leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up to the mountains. Let's find that first. Alright. Should probably also take some time to do these quests. Because I feel like we're close on Aether Currents. Yeah, northwest. Yep, Mokavuk is searching for Strange Face for Earthenshire. You are Mercanius, are you not? He who has been strengthening to Wuklamat, Konmovamuk, asked you to lend her in turn? The matter is this. Movamut's craft hand is to retire after long years. His lips that he intends to fancy craft one last masterpiece before he does so. But for this, he needs the hand help of a strange face to the village. Anthroy is his name. He is always very murky worded with his requests, so Mokamite is not sure what hand help he needs. But if you could exchange tongue flaps with him, she would be very, very happy feels. Well, we want to get them happy feels, don't we? Who doesn't want a good happy feel? Danger Straits! Danger Straits! And Vendavok's Twinkle Crafter has gone missing! Vendavok asked for all around the village, but some say he went out to pay a visit to the Imperialists, the Giants' Prey Place. But Prey Place is Danger Place, full of bread-munching fiends! You are a fighter, are you not? Will you sword then from Vendavok and save her dear Twinkle Crafter from doom? Are all the Moblins female? I think Rakarok was the only one that was a male, I think, or referred to as a he. Maybe it's just the majority of them are Moblin, or I don't know, honestly. Now I'm kind of curious. Either way. Oh, We have a quest here we need to do. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot I needed to talk to somebody over here. Open this up. Anthroy. Hello, sir. Yes, I'm Anthroy. Do I know? Wait, aren't you the friend of the third promise? The adventurer from across the water kept asking about the pot packs. That's me. I see. Mokamuk, that's you. I only said I needed the help of a stranger to Erdenshire. Trust her to pick an honest-to-goodness hero. Task I have for you is but a trifling one, but it's very near and dear to my heart. I want you to find out what you can about Movamuk. There's nothing untoward, and I'm assure you. I'm interested in what she's interested in, her hobbies, likes and dislikes, what she holds dear, and so forth. For reasons I'll share with you, she can't know this. We've been working together for decades, but now my pot pact is about to end. I find I know next to nothing about her, but perhaps others who work closely at Moblins might. Interesting. I wonder if they like keep a professional distance for like reasons, well, if we get too involved with each other, it's gonna cause conflict of interest or something. I wonder. Dilladrin. Uplander wants to know what brain tickles what brain tickles Movamuk? That's an easy task. Easy ask. Movamuk never lip flaps about anything other than a potsworn android. She says he is just as good a tricksy crafter as he is a crafty trickster. Tricksy crafter as he is a crafty tricker. Always playing crafty tricks. One day, Anfoy draws little arrows around the village, showing Potsworn how to leave Erdenshire without help hands eye-catching them. Many left-minded pot friends follow the arrows to leave for secret hiding place in the woods. Mobbies are frighty feels over disappearing Potsworn. Potsworn all come back glitter teeth, but help hands are steam ears, all except Movamuk. She goes around the village saying guilt words to every mobby for Anthroy's sneaky trick. Deep heart, though, it is clear that she has nothing but happy feels to have him back. So basically, like, someone played a trick, and she was like, I'm sorry that my man played a trick on you. My vassal. What does Movamuk value most? Her potsworn, of course. Any mobby who says otherwise is a fib speaker. She keeps the treasure he gave her heart side at all times, or so once she lip slipped to Tartartic. He has enough flimsy thought what this treasure might be, but whatever it is, it's the super sure proof of the friendship bond between them. Like, my brain wants to complete the words, but I forget that moblins speak differently than humans. So I gotta be careful. Hi, Kobo. Movamuk and Anthroy? Yes, I know the pair well. She's very famously protective of him, sometimes even rejecting his patron's orders outright. It's not that she thinks him unequal to the task, you understand. Quite the opposite. In fact, she knows how exacting his standards are, and how discontented he may view his work failed to meet them. So anytime a patron attempts to have him lower his standards, design something differently to how he judges best, Movamuk always keeps it to his defense. As for what she enjoys, well, her delight in Anthroy's creations is not dulled in all the years they've worked together. I think she'd like nothing more. Speak with those who know Movamuk best. Oh, you know what I realized? I also have all of my gear now, right? Nope. Did I not end? I didn't end it. I didn't get the arm gear yet. We'll finish that off in a minute. Hey, I have some information for you. Ah, you're back. So, what did you find out? Movamuk loves you mostest and bestest, and the treasure you gave her a while ago is their favorite thing in the world. Ha! She really thinks that much of me. They say moblin help hands love nothing more than helping their charges. Seems it's true. Though it wouldn't hurt for her to show little more often. But that's not the only thing you learned, and I thank you for it. You've given me exactly what I need. So I suppose about time I told you what I needed for. The truth is... Is Mercanua still hard at hand helping? Yes, he is. So I'll thank you for not bothering us. You do remember that I specifically asked you to leave me be until my work was complete. Always such angry words. Movamuk means no bother. Just needs to do daily mob duty, sharpening tools until they sparkle shine. And I'm telling you that you don't need to. Now. Not now, anyway. I'm almost retired. All my conditions are already dealt with. Until the end day of the pot pack, Movamuk will uphold her pack part. It is her duty as help hand. Why do you always have to be so? I'm sorry, Mother Muck, but I'm going to have to put my foot down. I expressly forbid you from touching my tools until my work with Mechanus is finished. Then Mother Muck will do as Alfroy asked, though it makes her shamefaced. She will hand turn to other duties if Alfroy needs her. She only has the hail call. I wish I didn't have to do that, but I'll be needing every one of those tools if I'm to achieve my aim. Make a farewell present for Mother Muck. Duh! I couldn't have seen that coming. But it's very thoughtful. In all the years I've been working here, she's been my guardian angel, answering me every prayer before it even makes my lips. Even in these recent times, when the help hands have grown too few in the number, her service hasn't lapsed in gloom. Now that my service is coming to an end, I wanted to do something just for her, to thank her for everything she's done for me. That despite her knowing me better than I do myself, I discovered that I didn't really know anything about her. I tried to speak with her to learn what really makes her tick, but she always brushed me off, said that her only wish as a humble help hand was to see my wishes realized. That got me thinking. Perhaps she and the other moblins might be more willing to open up to someone who wasn't bound by the Pot Pact. Someone like you, and by gods the plan worked. I have an idea for a present now. All that remains is to craft it, but without Mother Muck's help, that might be a little more difficult than usual. If you really hey, help out of the one, I'll make it worth your while. I want to finish this quest, but we'll come back to it later. But this is very charming. I like where this is going. Well, I guess Mother Muck will have to wait for a present. Bye! That's very sweet, though. I definitely want to see where that one comes out. That's one of the few I'd be like, you know what? I kind of want to see that go to fruition. So we remember last time that, yeah, it's up here. Probably in that ruin, if I had to guess. Or just around the lip here, basically. To the west. Yeah, I was on this side. Okay. Oh, in there. It's definitely in there. The Imperatrice. This looks cool. A little ancient arena, maybe, or something? A lesser Apollyon. Ooh. It's the mantis bug we fought. Don't bother me in my little trike. Over here, we have... some sort of, like, worship cave? Or, like, a mining? Some kind of mining tract? Some kind of quarry? All the way to the other side. Is that on the other side of the map? Why would you show me that? Southeast. It's basically on the other side of the map. How am I doing underneath the curves here? Almost done. One more and then... yeah, that's gotta be the last one. I must be missing one quest then? Normally they're all marked. Maybe it's the reward for beating the... exploring the map or something? I wonder. But that's the last one on the compass. Wayward Artisan. You're looking for the Twinkle Crafter? That's me, most likely. I'm one of the Moblin's contracted artisans, specializing in jewelry making. Vendavarg was concerned with my safety, you say? How kind of her to send me your own personal guard. I've been fascinated by the unique visual language of the Yarkoi, you see. I often visit this place to bask in its grand imposing glory, yet I'd never once taken a step beyond this point. The beasts that lurk within are far too dangerous to risk delving in any further. Not with you at my side, I could finally make a detailed study of the rest of the ruins. Such is what remains of them, of course. 500 years they've come and gone since the giants returned to the ancestral lands, and they've not been kind to the creations they've left behind. And some of the larger structures still remain. Impressive gate for one. They say the Yakoi tower yawns above even the tallest Zabral. I wonder if their architecture might have played some part in exaggerating those tales. Its sheer sense of scale serving to inflate the giant's own. But enough speculation. Let's press on what we have. We have much to discover. Ooh, a lot of yapping. Alright. What could be the last quest to unlock Aether Currents? Is it locked behind another quest on the quest or something? Like you have to complete one quest to complete it? Something? I don't know what you can concern about the monsters. They left you alone completely, my dude. Pillars of stone overlooking the nave. Fascinating, isn't it? The simpler combination of geometric shapes really draws one's eyes to the center, all while maintaining a delicate balance. As the sun traversed the sky, walked too with the shadows of the towers above paint the panels, okay. Blah, blah, blah. What's that by the cliff's edge? Quickly, with me. I'd appreciate it if you shut your yapper. It's a pretty ruin, though. I'll give him that. It's cool. These are the kind of things you would want to look in, like, oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's surrounded by some bugs, by the looks of it. Oh, dear. I'm convinced that this place is just perpetual night. I don't think I've ever been here when it's not nighttime. Thank you, and forgive me for racing ahead like that. I'm so absorbed in examining every inch of this place, I clean forgot the reason I was never done so before. If there's anything worth risking one's life for, it's surely this. Why, just look at this tower. It's a work of art. To the untrained eye, it might appear more than a pile of stone, but look at how each brick is cut and positioned perfectly to align with its neighbors. And not a drop of mortar to hold them in place. The engravings, too. Surely some religious significance. They certainly inspire reverence in me. Inspiring reverence. That's the thing. Why else would the giants build their temple upon the cliff top, if not to make the daily proof of their predominance over those who dwelled in the plains below? Those who were beneath them in every way. One cannot help but admire them, that their creation should awe and exhilarate us even now, centuries after they've been gone. Thank you, my friend. My passion for Julicraft has been cooling of late. Now I'm burning with inspiration. If the Arcoi's corrections connect the creations, then so can mine, to Earthenshire, and eternity! Happy to be of service. Now, before I do that, I'm pretty sure what I'm looking for is on the other side of the map here, under here by the dew spiral brooch or something like that. So let's go get that last current, so I can say it did it. Yep, to the south, you say. Alright, so this way. Probably that way. Alright. The Dewspin Bank. So I probably could have gotten this way earlier. That's fine. We're getting it now. Then we can warp back. It's not the end of the world. Oh, that was 150 yawns. Okay, so... looks like dawn's coming. The waterfalls are excellent. So more directly south probably reduces it faster. Southwest, yes, it's over here. Makes sense. Yep. Should be maybe around the corner. I don't see up there, so it's probably around this cliff. Oh, I can't make that jump. Alright. Fair enough. Haven't mapped the continent, the area yet, but we're getting there. Is it up there? Should be around here, right? Southeast. Yeah, it's definitely around this area. It's gotta be up there. If I had to guess. There we go. Or maybe it's around here. Yes! Haha! Found you! We got a lovely view on top of it. And we got the morning music! So there's only 2 of them remaining there. Okay. Still don't know where the other one could be, but we'll find that. I am confident we will. Maybe it's just the last quest. It's like you get one for finishing the map or something. Oh, we got some new cards, huh? Vendavok. I found your charge. Big thanks for bringing the Tringle Crafter back to us. Not only is he safe and well, but full of mind fruit too. He says he found it in the giant's prey place. This need for mind fruit is common among Potsworn. Some try to find it in history, some in nature, some even in firewater. It's their side of the pot pack to keep them well supplied with it. A duty that counts as sort of brain thing. But the ideas they come up with is such bright thinking. Can't wait to see what a treat. She gave me a ring coffer? Ooh. I still need to get my reward. I'm just double checking. Seem to have hit all the main spots. So I wonder why automaton. Oh man. There's a big boy. Oh my god, it's angry. Oh right, it's the pot guys. Alright, we found it. We've mapped the realm. With Danny. So this way to the mountain. We get to meet the giants now? That's nice. That's cool. It's cute. Looks like the trail is going to get steep from here on in. I sure hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Don't promise! I'm glad I caught you. Redrock asked me to bring her back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance is what I was told. It shouldn't take long if you would please follow me. I wonder what this is all about. Well, no need for anyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. Walk. Bad idea. I don't like this. Something's happened to her. Something has happened to her. This is taking quite a while. Just keep waiting for now, I suppose. Oh, great. Perhaps there were complications. Let's wait a little longer. Something's happened. Why aren't we going to Earthenware, like, right away? We know this! Come on, twins! Come on, Alize. Often I'll expect more from you. This is getting a little ridiculous. Did you get lost on the way back to find us? But how? There's only the one road. I wouldn't underestimate Wulklamat's sense of direction, or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link bill. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? Hi, this is Wiklamat. If you leave a message at the tone, I'll be sure to get back to you. This is not good. She's not responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire. 'Twas Redderock who had business with her, yes? It was a bandit. Wasn't that a bandit? Was that a bandit? It's either that or, Barul Jaja. Barul Jaja. No. Is she hurt? I'm sure she's like... I'm gonna find her on the ground somewhere. Redderock? Redderock? Psh, back again so soon? We've come looking for Wiklamat. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Redderock did not. Either has she seen the third promise since you were last here. Uh-oh. Then who was the man that came for her? Oh? I thought you'd left already. Where is Lamati? Is she not with you? Seems like dangerous games afoot. Someone's led her astray. You need to find her. You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? That thou shouldest worry for thy sister is understandable. Yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent on locating her. I will help you search. This is not how I wish a fellow Clement to lose that contest. My sister least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. Morcanuous and I should work together at least. The better to facilitate communication between our groups. Sounds like a plan? Then the rest of us will split up. Report any should you find anything. Well, maybe my plan, maybe my hunch was right, but just not in the way I thought it was. We'll be on our way as well. Right. Keep in touch. The Team Two Dads, away! Come. We should begin our search. Right. 1 minute, though. If you could just wait a sec, I gotta change into my new gear. Also, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, let's keep going. First, we got a bunch of new stuff to keep going. Alright, it's holding back, but let's see here. Might as well use it. Ruthenium Vambraces. Ruthenium ring. Ruthenium sword. Ruthenium chest. Ruthenium fate. And Ruthenium. All right, our first new gear set of the expansion. It gave me a sword and a shield, right? Normally they give you both. Yep, sure did. Thanks, Mabot. Appreciate you protecting me. Ruthenium scimitar. When did I get this? Oh, that's Halonic. Oh, that's garbage. I don't need that. Alright, and then... Did I not get a headpiece? I thought I got a headpiece. Did I miss that? Guess I didn't get a headpiece. Alright. Ruthenium Lorica. Ooh. We're getting the real stuff already. Okay, and then we have a ring. So let's replace this one. I gotta admit, I kinda like the look, actually. Let's see how it looks. You know what? I can dig it. Let's go with this for a little bit. Alright. Ah, there's the head. Quan is anxious to search for Luke Lamont. If Lamati was returning to Erdenshire from the west, it should have been passed through here, except Redrock swears he didn't see her. In which case, it's possible that Lamati never made it back to the village at all. The only way to be certain is to ask the sentry stationed at the abandoned opposite entrance. Red's not normally my color, but I admit, it does have a nice motif with black and silver. I like it. That pause between loops of the town song. Alright, Earthenshire Sentry. The third promise? Mobby has been standing at his post with different eye-watching things. He has seen no claimants pass this way. What of a Tonawata with brightly colored hair? Mobby knows something on this one. He hears tongue flaps about a Palu peddler and many fires. He was attacked by a crazy-haired bandit on the road. A bandit, you say? Thank you. You've been most helpful. My sister is clearly not here. Though I wish it were otherwise, we must consider the possibility that the Tawanantan messenger and the brigand described in the century the one and the same, and that Lamati is in very real danger. Let us hurry to many fires. I'd like a word with this bender. Yeah, also, I guess this is, the problem that she went on her own. It's like, I got this, like, didn't we not hear about bandits? You shouldn't have gone alone. She was a perfect target, basically. The waylaid peddler. So this is the first victim, I guess. Was there something I could help you with? I'm told you were the victim of a bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? My goodness, I thought I'd recognize you. I tell you everything I remember, second promise. It was that scoundrel, Wakessa, who ambushed me. You know the name of your attacker. There's no mistaking that hair. All my peddler friends have stories of that notorious bandit leader and his predations. Wakessa and his gang will stoop to any law for the sake of a few bell. And with no fresh quarry coming up with broken stairs, they've had to become more creative. No wonder he went out to Lamati. He likely thinks the ransom of the royal son ever choke on tea. I suspect he'll soon make his demands. But I don't intend to wait. We'll find this villain first, and deliver his dessert payment in person. What you say to a small description? I assume the role of a well-to-do merchant to lure Wakasa out of hiding. Then when he comes snuffing about, catch the rat by the tail. Okay, sounds good. An excellent plan. I have just the right garments for your disguise, at a specially discounted price, of course. A brush with bandits hasn't changed but dampened our mercantile spirit, I see. Very well, I accept your deal. We got a disguise. Ooh, snazzy. Look at that cat. Now we lay the bait. I will proceed into many fires to make my presence known. You follow them behind, boasting to those along the way how much you paid a hefty purse in exchange for a rare gemstone and such. If Wakesa is coin-hungry, as they say, then a recently enriched peddler should be an irresistible mark. We let him strike, and then we spring our trap. Sounds good. I like the way you think. Time to play our parts. Follow Kuana, try not to lead, try not to follow. Follow me. I don't want to get too far behind. This is one of those new things they were discussing, like. So what's the distance? There, that Zabro father. Share with him how happy your imaginary deal with me has made you. Once you put on appropriate display, we continue our next performance. Kind-eyed Zabra, how happy I am! Are you ready to see how happy I am? I'm so happy! A rare gemstone that has had sorrow merchant, you say? I envy the profit he must have made from such a sale. Since the stairs were destroyed, I've not been able to peddle goods at my usual haunts. I think it's working. A good start, but I would make certain Wakesa is aware of me. Let's continue. Anything I'm good at? That moblin over there looks amenable to conversation. The stage is yours, Mechanibus. Show the moblik how happy I am! Look at this deal! The Hitsaru showed you a sparkle stone for your connection! Well, that explains your giant soy smiles! Mabi is happy for your happiness. Mabi is also jealous of the merchant and all the jingling shine he must have made. I think you're buying it! That should be enough. That's one less act to drive it home. Golnat leads the way. Maybe that pillow? I'm guessing the pillow. Tell him of your precious gemstone, and then we'll be able to finish this part of the charade. Hey, look at this shiny rock I got! It's so shiny! A passing peddler is a very gemstone you saw for your collection. That is a stroke of luck. Now, the wager the merchant was just as pleased to fill his pockets with your grateful coins, eh? Well, I'm inspired to go and earn some pen of my own. Who knows? Maybe opportunity will find me, even as it found you. I'm being watched. I see you. I see you. I'm coming for you. Ah, my most valued customer. The profit from that single purchase of yours should see me through weeks of idle leisure. Traveling with such a fat purse and no sellswords is a tempting fate, so I shall make my earthen share my last stop and then return forthwith to Tuliolo. Wow, he does look the part. I'm gonna get that bandit. Did you see? The rat has come for me. Sure did. Alright. God, I'm handsome. You played your part to perfection, Kings. A man of many talents, just as Urianji described. It is Lura Casa Autos for the Yeah, first I gotta take this hat. A circlet. I guess I gotta fix the adventurer plate again. Okay, there we go. Let us execute the final stage of the plan. I will set out towards Earthenshadow, alone and unarmed. The better to set the active and defenseless merchant. Assuming Wakesa is watching, you will likely wait for some quiet stretch of the road before accosting him. I'll be relying on you to follow closely behind, remaining hidden until the time comes to spring the trap. Just remember, we need him alive. So another, like, wait and see thing. By the way, let me check my adventure plate. That's fine. The only thing good at. Alright, so we go here, and then I guess I don't want to be right up on his ass like I was before. Doody-doo, I am a merchant. Okay, he's gonna cross the stream. So I guess the goal here is to stay close without being too hidden, or being seen. Okay, this is easy. I thought I was gonna have to do this myself, but apparently not. Maybe I just rolled a nat 20, so the game gave it to me automatically. There he is. Oh damn, that's an axe. Bandit 1, 2, 3, 4. I hear business has been good to you, Master Merchant. How about you share some of the profits? And by some, I mean every coin you have. Here I come to save the day. You're that gemstone collector. Oh, I see what this is. We've been tricked. Spit in your eye. Men, kill this fella. And run away! I really don't want to have to hurt you guys. If you just step out of my way, slippery vermin. Better to interrogate his underlings instead. If you be so kind, Mechanius, pray leave them giving speech. Okay. I'll just beat him up. I'll just rough him up. I'll just rough him up a little. You could, I mean, I guess he doesn't have his gun, otherwise I would say, like, he could probably help, but that's fine. He's alive. I kept one. Kept them all. I didn't want to hurt all of them. There we go. I was hoping to talk with your boss, but I suppose you three will have to do. Wait, that's the second promise. What do you want with us? Think I'm scared of a fancy title? I'll take your royal ears as a trophy as soon as I get free of these ropes. I know your gang is behind my sister's abduction. Tell me where she is. Eat pocket shit, salt lover. You'll not get answers from us. That's right. We don't serve you. Do not play games with me. Where is Wuklamat? He's very protective. He's a good boy. I am fast losing patience. Talk now or die. The choice is yours. We were hired to nab the third promise, that's all. We don't know where they took her. Hired? By whom? We weren't told that either. Only Wakesa knows. He's the one who took the job. Well, it seems we need their leader after all. Once we've arranged for the Landsguard to take cut of these criminals, we'll call on Thancred for his tracking skills. Perhaps you could pursue Wakesa in the meantime. The bandit is running in easterly direction. Should you locate him, I suggest you shadow him rather than force a confrontation. He might lead us to where Lamati is being held. Right. Scouting. Stalking. I mean, if Thancred could do it, I could do it, right? How hard could stealth be? Let me guess. That asshole decided to muck things up and slow us down by hiring the bandits. I can't wait to cull him. I'm gonna cull him at this point. So he went eastward. I don't see him. Excuse me. There he is. There's that bugger. Alright. Give chase, but don't get caught. Real quiet, like. The hunt is on. I'm not a hunter, but I can get him. Follow Akesa to the distance. The objective will interfere if you found. Should your quarry begin displaying the effects shown in the picture, you'll be discovered when he turns around. To avoid detection, make sure to use cover as rocks and trees. The objective will also, if you follow too closely, keep your core in sight, but also avoid stepping into the detection circle. Got it. Should you complete, you can try by going to the location. Thank you. Alright. So I want to stay hidden. Can't believe I didn't see him. I knew that man looked familiar. This job's worth more trouble than it's worth. What was that? Try to get to that tree. Hopefully I have time to do so. This was meant to be easy. What was that? Nothing. Just a rock. Oh, talking rock. Like in Earthbound, right? Right. So just keep moving, stupid. I think I'm doing okay. Huh? What was that? Damn lives. Yeah, it sucks when you're a thief who almost got caught and culled, right? The others are gonna keep alive. I don't think you're gonna be share the same fate, especially when I find out who hired you. Should be safe enough now. This is a long hide mission. He said to meet him in front of the hideout. Where's that damn Hubigo? Oh, it's Hubigo. Oh, who do we know who's a Hubigo? Couldn't be somebody we already met, could it? I did it! Oh, gee, it's Bakul. Finally! My money! Give it to me now! The Landsguard may be hunting us already. Calm yourself. We had our own troubles finding a suitable hiding maybe. Right. We're finished. Take your prize and leave me out of the rest. Such hostility. You were hunting for Goin, and I offered you gainful employment out of the kindness of my heart. Kindness? You brought a blanket tempest upon us. One look and I could tell that man was a killer, a butcher, a salted devil in the flesh. Oh, spare me your fearful bleating. Go on, scamper away before the scary mercenary comes to claim your head. Krona told me the news. You found the abducted, then? What's the situation? Seems to be one of Kalul's men? Bakul's men? You think the bandits were out of this Hubigo? Alright, new strategy. Forget what case and stay on the Mamojaw's tail. We don't want to endanger the third promise, so keep your distance until we're certain ahead. I'll catch up to you as soon as I'm able. Right. Keep your eye on the Mamuja. So now we got another second part of the escort quest, basically? Same thing? Different difficulty? Objective within. You may survey the designated location. Do I have to go all the way back, or do I get a new one? Tancred's gonna be so proud of me. He's gonna be said like, you did such a great job. Wow, I couldn't have done it better myself. Maybe he'll even give me a head pat or a high five, like a bro. Hopefully this one isn't as long. I don't know. I'm hearing things. I better hurry if I don't want a beating. Gee, I wonder who beats up their employers. I did it! Bad at the boat. The dock. It's the manatee. I think there's a different name for it, but it's a manatee, right? You said the manatee go. Okay. To what end, though? I'm free! Free!
Better late than never.
Oh, hey, Thancred.
That Marmolja. He's the one who kidnapped Wook Lamart.
Or at least knows where she is, I think. I don't know. Hard to say.
So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors.
Oh, well, that might explain it.
That will complicate matters.
I don't see how. Oh, this will further complicate matters.
Confound it!
Kona, it's fine.
If I set out now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
Do it!
Even if it costs you the contest.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
Aw, he cares. He's a good boy.
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
You got it. Be careful, Thancred.
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Bakul Jaja.
Yep, no
Knowing
doubt.
the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so he could steal her keystones.
Something like that. Or steal at least the one with the stone in it. And then, I think I know who put him up to it.
But even alone, my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived.
She also did it dumb. I'm not trying to blame her, but she also did it dumb. And went on her own.
Gah! I should have been there! If those bastards have hurt her!
Be patient. Trust in Thancred. He's used to this type of work. I promise
I
you.
do trust him, but... Forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back. I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamachi. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic. But isn't that how families should be? These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors. They herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons.
They were nomadic. You said nomadic. Yeah.
During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind. A child. All alone. Without a single word of explanation. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Tuliyolal's market. And that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her. While we await word from Thancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
Quite a few. Well, there's this one, but we could also secure another.
Why release the Paneti if not to delay pursuit? If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it. Before we act, however, let us regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
Sure. Mosh. We think we have a lead. We're back at the dock, but the Paneti is gone.
Understood. We'll meet you at Many Fires.
We'll rendezvous at Many Fires. And don't worry, Connor. We'll save her. Count on it. He is a good person, though. Definitely a good boy. I may have put rescuing Namati ahead in my own progress, but do not take that to mean I've given up on the contest. You understand how important she is to me. Yet regardless of how close we were, I would have made the same choice. After all, if I am incapable of saving my sister while also winning the throne, then I am not fit to inherit our died father's heavy mantle. You're a bit taciturn, I think is the word I'm looking for. But you're also a good person. That's fine. We need to gather our forces. This is gonna kick up another cutscene? Yeah, okay. So maybe we call it here. I'm feeling a little eepy. I'm feeling like I want to just take it easy, because I had a long week and I just want to go relax. Firstly, allow me to brief everyone on the present situation. Blah, 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 galoo, jaja, baloo, 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 jaja, blah, 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 blah. Thus, at the very least, I believe this Hobby-God knows where Lamati has been taken. Thancred is shadowing their boat as we speak, and I should like to join him with all haste. Fortunately, our quarry had the foresight to release your punity from its harness, leaving us without a means to get pursuit. Arendelle, as an expert on wildlife, what are our chances of recapturing the beast? With the right mix of feed, it can be done. I should like an extra hand to help scatter her about, however. Would you accompany him, Mechanius? Of course. I want to save her. Meanwhile, the rest of us should work on getting the harness repaired. It appears to have been damaged by when the punity was let loose. With all the peddlers here in camp, we should have little trouble purchasing equipment, replacement materials. As for any necessary metalwork, Earthenshire's artisans are but a short walk away. Then let us divide the tasks and have at it. Urianje, what are you gonna do? Wait, what are you two gonna do? Alright, but I'm with the bun! Me and the bun! The bros. There was an unusually aggressive herd of wild opportunities downriver, so our girl will have fled in the opposite direction. Come, we'll try the rivers of water. I guess we'll stop here for now. And next time we'll be hanging out with Arendelle for a bit. That's cool. Alright. Well, I got some new duds. I got some new stuff here. Alright, it's gonna be a kind of a gentle stream tonight. That's fine. I didn't want to be up. I think now that I'm relaxed, I feel like now that all the stress is done, my body's saying, it's time to let go. Indiana, let it go. So I think I'm gonna do that. And yeah, after that, well, we'll get back to this tomorrow. Longstream Saturday is gonna be this, so we're gonna do this. Alright. Anyway, I think I'm done for now. Let's get to the logout screen. Is there anyone watching? Nope. Is there anyone to raid? Don't look at it. Alright, well, if that's the case, I think I'm just gonna call it here, guys. Thanks to anyone who came in to watch. I appreciate it. We'll be picking up on MSQ tomorrow as well, so we'll be good. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Bye bye.